shorter? Sure. See, I'm changing the screen now. PPT, can you see? Hello, sir. Last year. Very good evening, dear participants. This is R. Divyanjali from Pantech. Dear participants, before starting the session, I would just like to know whether can you all hear me? Dear participants, can you just reply me if you don't mind? Before starting the session, I just wanted to know whether am I audible to all my dear participants? Dear participants, can you all hear me? Yes, very good evening, dear participants. Before starting the session, yeah, it's audible, right? So nice. So without any delay, we'll start the session. Firstly, I would like to welcome all the participants to the session. Dear participants, we have come up with one more new masterclass that is under the caption Web Development Full Stack using React.js. So it is going to be complete 30 days masterclass where every day you can just spare 1 hour in your day and learn something content regarding web development and regarding React.js applications. Then within 30 days you will be becoming the master of the full stack web development. I hope so all the participants will be interested to learn so. Okay. So before starting the session regarding this masterclass, I would just like to initialize my session by welcoming Pantech team first of all. Dear Pantech, I welcome all the people from the Pantech and I also would like to welcome all the subscribers of Pantech E-Learning Private Limited. You might be already aware of what is Pantech, right? Pantech is an e-learning platform where a person can or a participant can experience, innovate and implement different research and development works over this platform. Already we have been conducting this masterclass since COVID, right? So many masterclasses have been coming up. Again we have come up with one more masterclass that is web development. Actually this is for the second time we are giving the same content as per the audience request, like participants request, because you might be already knowing the importance of full stack web development, right? That too with React.js, which is almost uptrending, correct no? So let us start learning something about this web development and understand what are all the things we are going to learn in the next 30 days. So dear participants, are you all excited to know what we are going to learn? Yes, dear participants, shall we move on to the first slide of our session? Yeah. So before starting the session, here is a small mission and vision of our Pantech e-learning. We Pantech has initialized this e-learning sessions to help 10 million students to learn the technology in the easy way. Whatever the technology the participants have been selecting, let it be something like embedded systems, IoT, blockchain, AI, cyber security, ethical hacking, EV, any technology you are going to select, we are going to make you learn the technology in the easy way. So that is what the main vision and mission of our Pantech e-learning. Yeah. So here comes a small description about me. So you might be already known about me, like this is R. Divyanjali. I am from Pantech e-learning and working as a senior project engineer over the platform since 5+ years. Yeah. So the topics to be covered in the masterclass. What topics we are going to cover? Let us first understand. First, let us understand what is the title of our masterclass is. Web development using React.js, right? So first let us understand what is this web development and what are the basics of this web development, what are the industrial applications we are having. Followed by what is this React.js and the overview of it. Followed by what are the various components that are present in React. Followed by what are the different modules and frameworks present. Next, how to connect a database connectivity, and also we'll be developing projects as well. So it's going to be completely 30 days masterclass. So let us first know what we are going to learn in the next 30 days. Starting from day 1. Day 1 will start with web development. What is web development and what are all the industrial requirements or what are the various real-time applications that are present for web development. Next, on second day, we will start with the introduction to React.js. Third day, we'll start with React.js overview, like a glance idea, then followed by what are all the softwares we are going to work and how to install them. Day 4 will create our first React application. So how to create the React application, that we will be learning on day 4. Day 5 we will learn about what are all the folder structures present, and followed by day 6 we will learn about various components like class function, functional component, that and all we will be learning on day 6. Day 7 we learn with hooks and JSX concept. Day 8 properties and states. Day 9 event handling, methods and list concept. Day 10 we'll moving on to the concept of styling and CSS elements. Day 11 we'll move on to the forms handling, like what are all the forms, basic forms you have to handle and create and handle, work with. Next, login page creation and registration page creation will be developed. Followed by on day 13 we will learn something about React DOM in detail and about React DOM element and API key. Followed by day 14 we will learn something about HTTP GET and HTTP POST protocols. This is going to be something like theoretical concept. Day 15 we will learn API sample project demo. Followed by day 16 we'll start working with front-end project application. Day 16 front-end application, followed by day 17 back-end explanation, what is server side, what is back-end. Followed by day 18 we learned something about the introduction to PHP language, followed by Laravel framework. Next, installation of Laravel as well as how to create some folders in Laravel. Day 21 database management system, followed by day 22 XAMPP installation and connection. Day 23 we are going to learn something about real-time chat application development, quiz application development, weather application, calculator app application. Can you all see the screen clearly now? So dear participants, please adjust for today regarding this screen displaying. I'll just modify this by tomorrow. Please don't mind. There was some technical issue and system issue as well. Please don't mind it. Okay. So already it's late to start our session. So we'll start with this. Okay. So we are discussing about the agenda, what we are going to learn in the next 30 days, right? So the last 7 to 8 days we'll be dealing with the applications only. Something like chat application, quiz application, weather application, calculator app building, touring application, e-store book management system, online resume builder and plant management system. So these are all the various applications you will be developing by the end of the session. So today, as we are on the first day of our session, we will be understanding what is web development, what are the industrial applications we are having, or we can use this development in which type of industries. So this and all we will be learning in today's session. Okay, fine. So first of all, let us understand what is this web development. Okay, so the word web development is made up of two words that we already know, web and development, correct? So let us understand these words first of all. Web. What is this web? So creating some web page, right? No. So any technology you are going to work in the current scenario, you have to develop or create web pages, right? So we use web pages in internet. We are having n number of web pages, n number of websites we are having, right? We are working with every day in our daily routine, correct? So that websites we are going to create, okay? So web is nothing but any web page or websites or anything that works over the internet. It is nothing but a web, okay? Development, it is nothing but building the application from the scratch. It means creating a page from the base, from the scratch, okay, which is nothing but web development. Yeah. Here come some front-end web applications and from back-end development also, okay? So the web components consist of something like, we actually need Java programming or Python, React.js, HTML, CSS, PHP language to work with our applications, okay? Yeah. Here is a small importance note of a website. So why we have to use these websites? What is so special about this? Website makes people aware of what are all the services that web page is consisting of certain companies consisting of, like that. It showcases the products whatever they are offering, and it makes you product or services visible to potential customers. Branding of a company or individual is being described over the web page. Staying ahead of a competition is displayed on that web page. Yeah, here are top 5 websites. We are actually having lot of websites, correct, no? So here I have mentioned few top 5 websites like Google, Facebook, Amazon, YouTube, Netflix, okay? So I have told you that we are going to learn full stack web development using React, right? What do you mean by full stack? So full stack is nothing but it consists of front end and a server and a back end and a database server system, okay? So here you can see front end includes something like JavaScript, HTML, CSS, all that, okay? In the back end we work with something like Node.js, PHP, Express, Java, all this. Database, you can use any database like MySQL or Oracle, anything. Servers also you can use like Apache, Lightspeed, like that. So we use Apache server only, okay? Fine. So you know that we are going to work with front-end applications. So here are the tools which represents what are all the tools to be used in front-end web application development. So HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js and AngularJS, these are all we are going to use. Whereas in the backend, these are the tools like Java, PHP, Node.js and Microsoft.NET. Here comes the 3 layers of web design. So to develop a web page, we need to have these 3 layers, okay, like a basic layer, that is HTML, next one CSS, next one JavaScript. So we know that HTML is the base to create any web page, correct, no? If with the help of this HTML only we are going to create a basic web page, okay? What is this HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So this is the standard markup language for creating any web page generally. HTML elements are the building blocks of this HTML pages, and these are represented by something like right and left arrows, okay? Fine. Let us understand something about the CSS. In each and every individual has their own idea of implementing a web page, okay? So everyone has their own uniqueness. So that uniqueness you can represent, or you can represent your web page with the help of this CSS file. So this is nothing but creating your content, your web page according to your own style. So the CSS represents the style and coloring of a web page. Whereas JavaScript, it describes the behavior of a website. What is the behavior of your web page? What is the behavior of your web design? So that it will be described in the JavaScript. Yeah. So you can see we are entering into an HTML. What is an HTML? Hypertext Markup Language, which is the code that is used to structure a web page and its content. So content should be structured within a set of paragraph or a list of bullet points, or you can use images or any sentences as well, okay? So with the help of this HTML only, we are going to create the content in the web page. Either you can create in paragraph, or you can create in bullet points, or using images also you can create a web page. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. It describes how the HTML elements are to be displayed on the screen. So at which color can be used, what is the size of that content, that and all can be done with the help of CSS. So displayed on the screen and paper or in any other media also, okay. It saves a lot of work. It can control the layout of multiple web pages all at once. Set of rules defining how to HTML element to be presented in the browser. Here comes something about JavaScript. It is nothing but a lightweight interpreted programming language which is integrated with HTML. It is an open source and cross-platform language, most popular programming language that makes a programmer a great choice to select it. Yeah. So before moving on to the next slide, here is a small info. So dear participants, do you wanted to be an intern certified by Pantech e-learning? So you can join our 1-month internship on full stack web development using React. Pantech is recognized with APSS DC. So if you are doing an internship with Pantech, it adds a lot of credit to your internship. So the registration fee will be $7.99. Here is the link you can proceed with for registration. And if you once register with Pantech regarding this masterclass, you are having a lot of advantages, like you can access the live sessions for the next 30 days. Yeah, so you can access the live sessions for the next 30 days, and you can even access the recording videos of all the sessions for the 90 days. So accessing period is high. Why? Because the participants might be busy, right? So they can access whenever they are free for the next 90 days after registration. And you will be getting, by the end of the session, you will be getting 8 source codes for application wise and 30 downloadable presentations. For each day, each presentation you will be getting 30 days, 30 downloadable presentations. And you will be having 6 mentors live in the mastermind session as well. And you already know that our Pantech is already registered with APSSDC, which is very important to have and which is a very well recognized skill development center. Okay. So you will be getting an internship confirmation from APSSDC as well as internship certificate also. Okay. So these are all the benefits of accessing an internship with Pantech e-learning on full stack web development. So over the next 30 days, you will be having 7 website projects you will be developing along with me in live itself and learn the basics to advanced concepts of web development from the scratch. Why? Because our intention is to make all the participants to learn from the basics. And you will be having an experience of React.js and its implementations as well. Yeah. So you might be already started with HTML, right? So once again, let me give you a recap of HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, which is the standard markup language for creating web pages. It describes the structure of web page. What should be the structure? Whether it should be in paragraph format, whether it should be in sentence format, that and all. Okay. It consists of series of elements, and HTML elements tell the browser how to display the content. So here is a basic web page. How to create? So just take this. Dear participants, you can create your first web application, basic web page creation only. Okay, let me type. Even you also can type along with me, like document type. This is the first keyword. You have to start with HTML. Next, followed by give the tag of HTML tag, followed by heading. You can give any heading, header. Now the title of the page, like I'll be giving you like Pantech web development session subscribers. Now close this tag as well. Next, close the header tag. Next, start the body of the statements. So what it should be displayed here? Header 1. Welcome to the Pantech participants. Now I'll write something like a paragraph format. Dear participants, welcome to 30 days masterclass on full stack web development using React.js. So here ends my paragraph. Next, I'll enclose the body of the statements. Next, enclose the HTML tag. Now save the file. How you are going to save the file? Yes, you can even reply. Yes, dear participants, how you are going to save the file? Just minimize. Can you find your screen here? You can find your first web page which is being created. So this is the title, Web Development Session Subscribers. This is my heading, this is my paragraph. I hope so everyone got this. Correct? How many of you have done along with me? Yeah, many of the students answered, right? Sandeep, just adjust for today that I can understand that you are unable to see the full screen. Just adjust for today. From tomorrow I will rectify this. Okay. As today the session timing was too fast, I couldn't give you the screen clearly. Okay. Just adjust for today, Sandeep. We will rectify this. Coming back to our presentation. Yeah, we have done with the first web application, okay? Like how to create a base web page that we have learned, right? So here you can see the HTML page structure. It looks like it starts with the tag of HTML followed by header function and title. Titles, whatever the tag you are opening, you have to close it as well, okay? So whatever the tag you are opening, immediately you have to close it. Header tag also I closed, body of the statements is started. You can give in the form of heading, paragraphs like that, sentences like that, and enclose them. Okay. Yeah. Moving on to the next slide, here comes the purpose of web browsers. So the purpose of a web browser is to read HTML documents and to display them correctly. Whatever the web browser, something like Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Firefox, all that, anything, the purpose mainly it's used to read the HTML documents and also it uses to display them in the correct format. A browser does not display the HTML tags but uses them to determine how to display the document. So whenever you are displaying or whenever you are writing the program in HTML in Notepad, you will be writing in a syntax format like it should be in paragraph, it should be the title, that and all, right? But if you open the web page, you cannot see that HTML or you cannot see something like header tag, and title tag, that and all you cannot see. But you can see whatever the content we have given in the tags, in that format you can see, correct no? So that is why we are using this. Next comes HTML editors. So web pages can be created and modified by using professional HTML editors like Notepad, which is very commonly used for all the Windows, and also TextEdit for Mac of operating systems. Coming to the next slide. So what we are going to do, we are going to develop a first application, right? So what is the first step? Open Notepad and write some HTML tags, save the HTML page and view the HTML page in your browser, which we have already viewed it, right? So open Notepad, write the HTML syntax and write the whatever the content you wanted to display and save the file with .html. Then go to the location and open it. You can find it. Okay, the web page will be displayed. Coming to the next slide, yeah. So here is a small application like document type, HTML, header and style also I have given, like what should be the data and which color it should be represented and what is the style, that and all I have given, okay. So let us try with this. Go to start all programs, type, go to Notepad, click on open. Now according to whatever the syntax we have given here, let us type the code, okay. First is document type. Next HTML. I hope so, dear participants, all are doing along with me. I know that few people might be over intelligent, they might be having a very good knowledge on basics as well, but still once again you can practice, no problem. Okay. Color indication I have mentioned here, that's it. Please give the correct spellings in order to not get any errors or in order to mention them clearly. And enclose all the tags as well. When you are starting itself, you have to enclose. Style is over. Next, enclose header. Next, enclose body of the statements. Next, header 1. So, Pantech. I will give as Pantech. Header 1, enclose. Next, paragraph also. Welcome participants. Next, enclose the paragraph as well. Next, enclose HTML. Okay. I'll keep something like base.html save. Now just minimize this. Can you find your page here? You can see the color indications, title, correct? Header and color indications and paragraph, everything you can find over here, okay? Coming back to the presentation. Let us move on to the next slide. Here comes something about CSS. So we know that CSS is for customization, correct? So it is used for colors, font sizes. For that type of customization, we use this CSS. Color property defines the text color to be used. Which color text has to be used? Okay. Font family property defines the font to be used. Like in which font it has to be displayed, whether it should be in Times New Roman or Caliber, like that, different style, different font will be there, right? So that font family we can define with the help of these fonts. And font size property defines the text size. What should be the size of each and every text in my web page? That will be described over this CSS. Coming to the next slide, here comes various functions of CSS, which includes color indication, font style, font size and background indication and border indication. So regarding the border of my web page also, I can design something like in my own format, in my own color format, like that. Okay. Yeah. Here is a small application. Shall we do this? We are doing nothing new. Just check the code from the screen and open your systems if possible and start typing the code whatever you can see on the screen. And save the file. I hope so most of the participants are doing along with me. I know that people are so intelligent, but still we want all the participants to learn from the scratch. So only we are telling from the base how to create a web page like that. You can give other font sizes, font family like that. I'm giving you as a base whatever I have given you in the example, the same thing only I have been considered, okay? How many of the participants have finished it? Are you people really doing? Please make sure that you are enclosing all the tags. It is very important. Pantech participants, I'll give something like this. Participants can create a web page illustrating how many master classes they have attended in our YouTube classes, YouTube channel. Right? I have to enclose this paragraph as well, right? Yeah. Now that we have done, next enclose all the tags whatever you have opened. Paragraph is been given. Next enclose the body of the statement and enclose the HTML. So along with me, how many of you done and how many of you got outputs like displayed in a web page? I'll create something like cbase.html. Save the file. Just minimize the screen and go to the desktop. You can find here. Not only in desktop, whatever the location you have stored, there you can see here. So here is my web page where I have created a heading as Pantech participants with some color indication and with some font style as well as font size as well. Okay. And here you can see my paragraph is illustrated with another color like red color with some font size and font style as well. Okay. So you can find here different web pages, base web pages. Here is a very base where we haven't given any customization. Okay. But whereas in base.html file you can see I have given some heading and heading as well as paragraph data with some customization like color indication. Now in the last program I have even mentioned color and I also mentioned which type of font style it has to be there. So for paragraph as well as for heading differently I have given. So these pages we have created today as the base. Okay. I hope so all the participants might have done this, correct? Yeah. Coming to the next slide, here are the features of good and reliable website. So what is a reliable website consist of? It consists of a good web design which simplifies the statistics and it should contain some web content and it should load the loading speed it should be very high and web compatibility should be very good. Process of web development. So what is the basic process of creating a web page or developing a web application? First we should understand what is the requirements and review and proposal of the application. For suppose if you are creating a web application for healthcare industry, what are the requirements of that healthcare? Like something like patient details or patient login details, that and all should be there, right? What are the services that hospital is being provided? These are all the basic details that we should know, requirements we should know. Okay. Then followed by we have to plan accordingly. Like if you wanted to have all these things in your web page, How can we make it in the web page? So that planning has to be done and design the web page according to your own style. Make it as unique as it can be, okay? And copyright and labeling has to be taken. Next, web application programming has to be done. Now test the application and launch it. Now after launching, you also have to take care of that application, like how well you are maintaining the web page. That and all should be taken care, and these are all the steps to be noted in the process of web development. The first one is requirements has to be analyzed. What are the various requirements, reviews and proposals are there, and what is a basic plan to create this web page, how to maintain this web page, and how can we design the web page in the unique format, take the copyrights and label it, and followed by create and programming web page. Now after application is being developed, test it first. Before implementing, we have to test it whether is it working properly or not. Then you can launch the web application and maintain the application, maintain the app or maintain the web page accordingly. Okay. So here are few benefits of web apps, web applications. It can be accessed from anywhere around the world at any time. If your internet is there, it's more than enough, correct? No? This app can be accessed from anywhere around the world at any time. This is the first benefit we are going to get with the help of a web application. It helps to streamline your business process with accuracy. Performance of your web app and the behavior of your visitors can be noted based on real-time data. It can run directly on any web browser without integrating with the third-party tools. So these are all the various benefits of using a web application basically. Yeah. Industries which will use this web development or where we have a great importance of using this web development. So industries like educational industry, travel industry, hospitality industry, healthcare industry, real estate industry. These are mainly focused and where we have a great implementation of using web applications. How? So let us see how we are going to use in all these industries, how web development is going to play its own role. Okay. I know that it's getting time late. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll just wind up the session. Okay. Fine. So in educational industry, how we can use? Something like students might be getting in any college you might be getting results, right? How can you get your results? Through your website by giving your credentials like username, password as something like your roll numbers, admission numbers like that, correct? So in educational industry it gives you, web application helps you to get your score, correct? So it is cost efficient, quick and easily accessible and very easy to get the solutions, identical content, quality type of learning can be gained, or tablet compatibility and learning management systems. So in all these various applications you can use education. Basically in education industry, to develop an application like college management system or something like cave management system or something like marks illustrating attendance, all these are the various applications where we can implement in educational industry. Okay. So in travel industry, we might be going to tours and travels, correct? Especially of final year students, let it be engineering, degree, any of them. So you might be going to different places, tours and travels. When you go, you might be selecting some tourists, some travelers, right? So they'll be suggesting you, like they'll be giving you an option of how to book the travels or where you have to stay, correct? No, like you can confirm from here only, you can confirm, you can plan how your tour going to be, correct? So in travel industry it helps in that format. Hospitality, something like travel and tourism as I have already mentioned you, and foods and beverages, something like we can even order according to our own interest, correct? And staying, accommodation and also outdoor and recreation. In healthcare industry it helps to create some chatbots and to call to action buttons, online consultations, online payments can be done, prescriptions can be given and feedback also can be given in online directly with the help of web applications. Yeah. So we have already created our first web application. Here is one more HTML page which I have given. You can even try with this. Yeah. So these quiz answers, let us just recap. Okay. So which program is to be used by web clients to view the web pages? Don't see the answers which is on the screen. Without seeing this, please tell me. So here are the 4 options. First one, web browser, protocol, web server and search engine. Obviously, which program we'll be using? Web browser. To view web page, we are going to use web browser. What is the name of the location address of hypertext documents? What is the name of the location? URL, right? Which is abbreviated as Uniform Resource Locator. Here comes the third question. What are shared on the internet and are called as web pages? What we will be sharing on internet and which are called as web pages? Hypertext documents. How many color names are used in the browser? We can use overall 16 color names. Okay. Next, what is the abbreviation of HTTP? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. So this and all about the first day session, and once again I just wanted to recap what we are going to provide you as an intern. You will be getting 30 days live sessions with 90 days access of the recording videos. At any time you can access the recording videos, and you will be getting, by the end of the session, you will be getting 8+ source code with executions as well. 30 downloadable presentations are available, each day one presentation. And 6 mentors live support will be there in the mastermind sessions. And you already know that Pantech is recognized with APSSDC, that if you are doing an internship with Pantech, it is going to add some credit to your resume as well. Okay, it is going to be a valid internship. Okay, APSSDC is nothing but Andhra Pradesh State Skill Development Center. Okay, so it is associated with Pantech to get this internship. Okay, you will be getting internship confirmation letter from APSSDC, and also you will be getting internship certificate. Yeah. So this is all about the first day of our full stack web development using React.js. I hope so everyone enjoyed the session. Any queries you are having? Thank you Teja for your positive reply on the session. Any queries, dear participants? Lot of students answered the queries in the comments. Very good. So you people all are active, right? So nice. It's great to have such students, such participants over here, that too in live session. Thank you so much dear participants for making the session so interactive. But before winding up the session, I just wanted to know whether you are having any more queries on basic of web development, like what are the various industries. Do you have any queries regarding today's session? It's going to be very basic session only. Maybe everyone has this idea. If you still have any queries also, you can just get back to us, to the Pantech E-Learning Private Limited. So regarding this Zoom, I will rectify tomorrow. I'm really sorry for that. Okay, please don't mind. Early waiting for tomorrow class, ma'am. So nice, Teja. Abhishek, I have a query from you, Abhishek. What difference actually occurs if we use different browsers? It depends. No difference. Like each browser gives you different way. Okay, it has its own uniqueness. You can use anything, no problem for that. That's not at all a matter. Okay. So I hope so all the queries have been cleared over this. If you still have queries also, you can just get back to us, no problem. And before winding up the session, firstly I would like to thank all the participants to make the session so interactive, and also I would like to thank the people who are coordinating in Pantech E-Learning at the back end, who is giving us the good support to conduct the session. And also dear participants, if you really like my session, please do click on like, comment, share to your friends who are really interested to learn something new technically Today is only first day, still 29 days are there. I hope so all are excited to attend the sessions. And also, if you are the first time visitor to our channel, please do subscribe to Pantech e-learning channel. Thank you all. Have a very nice time. See you all tomorrow again by 6 p.m. in the evening. Thank you all.